Hey everyone, and welcome. Get ready because we're about to go on this incredible journey, a journey all about you and your amazing, changing body. So, let's dive right in.
It's a great question, isn't it? Have you ever had that moment, you look in the mirror one day and suddenly something's different? Maybe you've shot up a few inches or your voice has a new sound to it. We've all been there. And honestly, it's one of the most exciting parts of growing up.
So, you should know these changes aren't just random. Nope. They're all part of this incredible, totally natural process. And to really understand what's going on, we're going to take a closer look at the blueprint for human life itself, the human reproductive system.
Okay, but before we jump into the deep end, let's quickly look at our game plan for today. This is going to help us see exactly where we're headed on this amazing topic.
So, this is straight from the official KICD curriculum. Here's what we're going to do. We'll get to know the different parts of the reproductive systems and what they do. Then we'll talk about all the changes that happen during adolescence. And the best part? We're even going to figure out a plan to handle all this exciting stuff. It's really all about giving you the knowledge you need.
All right, first things first. If we want to understand the whole story, we need to meet the main characters, right? So we're going to start with the basic parts of the male and female reproductive systems. As you can see, there are two distinct systems, the male and the female. And yeah, they look pretty different, but they share one incredible purpose: to create and nurture new life. It's kind of like a perfect example of teamwork, but on a biological level.
So let's kick things off with the male reproductive system. The key parts we're focusing on today are the penis, the testis, and the urethra. Now, none of these parts work alone, they're like a team. The testis, for instance, has a super important job, making sperm. Then the penis and urethra work together to get those sperm where they need to go. You'll get into all the nitty-gritty details in class, but it's pretty amazing how they all work together so perfectly, isn't it?
Okay, now let's switch gears and check out the female reproductive system. The key players here are the vagina, the cervix, the uterus, the oviduct, and the ovaries. And just like what we saw with the male system, this is another masterpiece of teamwork. You've got the ovaries, which produce eggs, the oviduct gives those eggs a path to travel, and the uterus is this incredible place where a baby can actually grow. It's this whole coordinated effort, and every single part has a crucial role to play.
All right, so we've met the parts, we've learned a bit about their jobs. Now let's talk about the time when things really start to change. This journey has a name. It's called adolescence, and it's a phase that absolutely everyone goes through.
So, during this time, both boys and girls start to experience a whole bunch of changes. And we're not just talking about physical stuff, like getting taller. We're also talking about social and emotional changes. It's a huge time for development, and it's completely 100% normal for everybody.
You can think of these changes as your body's way of telling you, hey, I'm maturing, I'm getting ready for adulthood. And honestly, the more you understand about what's happening, the more confident and in control you're going to feel. Knowledge really is power.
Now, of course, any kind of change can feel a little confusing or maybe even challenging sometimes. But check this out. Here's a simple 4-step plan to help manage it. First, just know that it's normal. Second, remember your journey is yours. Don't compare yourself to others. Third, and this one is so important, talk to an adult you trust. And finally, just take care of yourself. Practice those healthy habits.
And now for the really fun part. We're going to take everything we've learned and turn it into a tool you can actually use. It's time to create your very own personal action plan.
All right, here's a great activity for you to try. Just pick one change, maybe one you're a little curious about or even a bit worried about. Then just start brainstorming some good, positive ways you could handle it. Jot it all down, make a simple little plan for yourself. And the final step, which is super important, is to talk about it with someone you trust. Seriously, doing this helps you get ahead of the game and feel way more prepared for what's coming.
Wow, we have covered a lot of ground today. So, let's do a quick wrap-up of the most important things to remember, and then I've got one final question for you just to check in.
So, what are the big ideas to take away from all this? Number one, your body has an amazing reproductive system with specific parts that all have a job to do. Two, all those changes during adolescence are totally natural and happen to everyone. 3, making a plan can really help you manage these changes. And 4, please never, ever forget, talking to a trusted adult is always a great idea.
And for our final thought, let's see what you remember. Can you name 2 parts of the female reproductive system? Go ahead, give it a try. Remembering what we've learned today is the very first step in understanding the incredible story of your own body. Thanks so much for joining us on this amazing journey of discovery.